Hello, everybody. This is Station Debunked, the station that debunks war propaganda, war hysteria, war profiteers, and war criminals.
Hello, troops. This is Quantrell from Army of the Mississippi. It's a known fact that 1 out of every 3 Americans doubt the official story of the 9/11 attacks. 1 out of every 3. That means the information that has been put out about the 9/11 attacks has reached a saturation level here in the United States. Now, Alex Jones is a national talk show host, along with quite a few others. And there's an abundance of information out there about who's behind the 9/11 attacks. I'm not going to get into all that because you can look it up yourself. And I'm not anti-government. I am anti-corporate control of government. If everything that Alex Jones has said is true, that Dynacorp and all these other corporations have carved up our great United States into a piece of meat and have thrown it to the dogs, then that's not my government. It does not represent me. It does not cater to my will. It does not serve my interests. None of the above. Does it yours? So what are we going to do about it? If all this information is absolutely 100% correct, everything Alex Jones says is true, and the only reason I mention Alex is because he's pretty prolific all over the internet. You can see his videos everywhere. There's other talk show hosts from RBN Live, GCN Live, all the other different Patriot radio programs, Militia Radio, Mark Cornkey, you name it. All these people are saying the same thing. We have a major problem in the United States. And my question is, what are we going to do about it? We can't vote these assholes out. No matter how much education we give the senators, congressmen, city council, corporate officials, authorities in our town, mayors, etc., governors, they don't listen. So, what are we going to do about it? Any solutions, boys? It seems to me the only thing that we can do, and I'm sitting here in Region 5, Zone 63, United Nations occupied America. The only solution we have is direct preemptive action. And by preemptive, what I mean is hunt these people down, either arrest them ourselves, call out the local militia, and don't wait for your governor to call up the militia, because it ain't gonna fucking happen. The state governments have been co-opted. They have been taken over by corporate entities, controlled by corporate entities, and sold to the highest bidder. So, what can we do about it? Let's say I will predict a scenario that might happen in the future. I say might happen in the future because I don't want to be accused of advocating any kind of violent overthrow of the government. I'm not doing that. But if it's a corporate control of what used to be ours, then I'm all for it. That's right. That's exactly what I said. I'm all for it. All it would take is a few firefights and skirmishes to break out around the country on all 4 points, north, east, west, and south. And they could not control the pandemonium that's going to happen. Look at the evidence we have from the border wars in Arizona, Texas, etc., etc. If a couple of dozen drug gangs can control the entire area of Mexico and Arizona, and it's total pandemonium, total lawlessness, and the corporate government is powerless to do anything about it. The Border Patrol has pulled out because it's too dangerous. What the fuck are they going to do if a whole bunch of militia units all over the country just start walking into the corporate courthouses and taking over? Not much. Sure, they could call in airstrikes, which I don't really see happening, because most of our boys won't do it. They're going to call in the United Nations troops? I don't think so. And the American Army, U.S. Armed Forces, is the greatest in the world, etc., etc. And sure, they leveled the hell out of Baghdad with B-52s, carpet bombings for 45 days straight, and then they walked in and mopped up. Well, that's not the situation here in the United States. Most of our cities are still intact. They haven't been bombed to smithereens, or they're not in rubble. So we have the tactical advantage for now here in the United States, with all of our infrastructure still intact. So I ask you, what are we going to do about it? My scenario, my prediction is we are going to see more Timothy McVeigh types doing their own lone wolf actions, and there's going to be a lot of them. I'm sure there's plans right now being fomented of this kind of activity going on, and the targets will be the corporate entities that have taken over our government. It is no longer the government of we the people. It is the government of certain people for corporate profit. Isn't that obvious with the bailouts, with Goldman Sachs and all these bankers that have got billions and billions, and they have the fucking audacity and the nerve to tell us we're not going to tell you where we're doing with the money? Well, fuck you, man. I'm going to lock and load, put a target right on your fucking forehead, and pull the trigger. Right? That's the scenario that some people have in their little heads. That's their mindset. And if a whole bunch of them get together and decide they're going to do that, what the fuck is Homeland Security going to do about it? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing, because we outnumber them 300 to 1. And if we have to recruit Hamas, the gangs, Bloods, Crips, etc., because they all know who the enemy is, that just might happen. A coordinated attack on the corporate government is imminent. You can see it all over the United States. And I'm the only one that's pointing this out. Alex Jones is not going to say it on his national radio program, because if he does, he won't be able to sell any more DVDs. Well, hey there, Alex. Are you in a militia? I don't think so. You're just a big mouth on the radio. Let's see you lock and load, motherfucker. I don't think you will, because you're a pansy. All you do is make more DVDs. Are we going to attack the enemy with DVDs, asshole? What are you going to do, throw them at him like a frisbee? I don't think so. This ain't about selling DVDs. It's about liberating our country. And if you ain't got the balls or the guts to say it on the air, I will. This is Quantrell from Region 5, Zone 63, UN-occupied America. And if this information scares you, so what? Look around you. Your country has been cut up into little chunks and fed to corporate dogs. And if that doesn't stick in your gut, I don't know what else is. Alright? You're not going to take all of our hard-earned liberties that we've fought so hard for over the last 200 years and just piss them down the drain. Fuck you. That's right. I'm a human being, goddammit. My life has value. Fuck the eugenics. Fuck the eugenic program. Fuck Bill Gates and his death panels. And if all you militia guys out there listening to this ain't got the balls to do something about it, well, disband your unit, go sit down by your dish, and forget you ever heard about us, man, 'cause you ain't got no balls.